Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that each and every one of you is here. So today we are going to do the star spread, which is one of my favorite spreads. It really goes into an obstacle and kind of illuminates some things that are around you at this time so that you can really step into your highest self and step onto your highest timeline. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. Taking a step aside to let spirit pass through. And I'm going to do 5, 2, 3. Is that the fourth card? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope you all are doing well. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. Well, be a wide pointed star. There we go. Okay, so the first card in the spread is, what obstacle are you facing right now? Okay, and so we've got Frost. Now what Frost is speaking of is divination, basically, and signs and synchronicities around you. So maybe what's going on is you're getting signs and synchronicities at this time, but you're not fully realizing that that's what you are experiencing. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. And this could also be if you are looking at some sort of divination. Maybe you're looking at doing your own readings or scrying of some sort with a mirror or a crystal ball, or really anything. You can do like tea leaves, you can scry in water and icicles even, and maybe there's a resistance to it at this time. Okay, let's see, we'll get some more clarity. Okay, so this is what limiting beliefs or low vibrations are blocking you. And we've got Silent Night. Okay. I have not seen this card yet, so give me just a moment. Alright, so what's blocking you? Meditation, peace, and stillness. Alright, you are being guided to pause to reevaluate your situation. Now is not the time to move forward with your plans just yet, and you may even find your goals coming to a complete standstill. Something isn't working, and you need this time to reassess your progress before moving forward. You may even need to release your situation altogether and consider a new path to your desires. Silent nights offer further guidance. Take this time to meditate and find inner peace. You could be stuck in old or repeating patterns that have created blind spots where your situation is concerned. Perhaps you are investing in a situation that has not repaid you for some time, or it may be that you've given more than you have to offer and it's time to cut your losses. Consider this pause a blessing and take this moment to shift your perspective. Okay. So this one is how you can overcome your obstacles. And we've got Storm. Is this in the wrong spot? Okay. We've got Gathered Energy, Challenge, and Change. Okay, so what I'm really picking up before reading anymore is to embrace change. Embrace the change that's coming up right now. Yep. Let's see. There's a storm brewing on the horizon and it's headed straight for you. When this card appears in a reading, you can expect massive change, upheaval, or a complete shock that throws you off your game. Such changes could be significant or minor. Ultimately, these changes will bring about something positive, although it may not seem that way at first. It may seem like the universe is determined to bring you down. This couldn't be further from the truth. The universe is only taking away the things that have been holding you back, giving you a false sense of security and shelter. When the storm clears, you will find clarity and the tools needed to rebuild, becoming stronger. Says there's always time to make the best of your situation. Storm guides you to hold on for the ride rather than trying to fight a losing battle. This is an opportunity to liberate yourself from the weight that keeps you stuck in one place. Additionally, storm tends to come along when you are on the cusp of a significant spiritual shift. Change for you can manifest inwardly through the destruction of limiting beliefs rather than something external. Okay, so maybe really embracing the storm at this time is what you're being called to do. Okay, let's see. How can you overcome your limiting beliefs or low vibrations? We've got the unknown. Okay, so what I'm getting right now is to embrace the unknown. And it can be a scary thing to do, and it's always worth it. And it's one of those things where the only thing guaranteed never to change is that there's always going to be change. And so nothing's ever going to stay the same. And that's the point of life, basically. And so when we get to this place of being able to understand that change is inevitable, then we're able to really step into this place of embracing the unknown, because it's by stepping out of the comfort zone and into the unknown when things in life can really come in and you can be blessed by the universe in ways you never ever saw coming. Let's see. All right, so the unknown is potential, creativity, and risk. So the unknown is wide open to you now, and pulling this card is a sign that your creative power and ability to manifest your dreams is growing. Take advantage of this unusual period of support and abundance. Visualize all your deepest desires and greatest wishes. Be the master of your canvas and paint the image of your dreams. Will you dare to entertain your biggest goals? The unknown requires you to be willing to take a risk. What you want cannot be achieved from a place of comfort or in doing what you already know. With significant risk comes great rewards, and the unknown says now is the time to take a leap of faith. Do not be afraid to failure. Even failure has values and lessons that will help you grow. Be bold and willing to go against conformity for the sake of freedom and divine alignment with your soul's purpose. Okay, so really embracing that energy is recommended at this time. And then the last card is what you can do to keep your vibrations high. And we have poinsettia. Let's see. Beauty in darkness, transformation in shadow work. All right. You have pulled poinsettia because your hardships, mistakes, and shortcomings are your beauty in the darkness. You may feel called to hide them for a time where they will slowly morph into something new. When they're finally free to come to light, you will find your mistakes are stunning representations of your strength and determination to succeed despite your past. These parts of you cannot come to light without your help. They must be recovered if they're ever to be admired in the light. This process is called shadow work, and when you're brave enough to enter the darkness, you will return wholly transformed. You are being guided to seek out your hidden parts. You may think others will judge you for things you've done. This is a natural feeling, but know this: those parts have made you who you are. They give you character where others are hollow, and they've taught you lessons that have contributed to your growth. There is still so much to learn from these parts. Okay, so something else that just came through as I was reading that is part of what could be going on with this obstacle with Frost over here with the divination and the signs and synchronicities is if you've been in a place where maybe your meditations aren't going the way that they normally go, or your divination isn't going the way that it normally goes, your messages aren't coming through in the way that they normally come through. Sometimes when that happens, we're being called to step more into shadow work and to really look at the shadow aspects, because there's something there that needs to be released and integrated in order to go through that cycle again and step into kind of like the higher version of yourself at this time. And then those messages and signs and synchronicities that you were getting will amp up even more. And so sometimes when it goes a little bit quiet, it's because either you're being called to listen to your own intuition and not rely as much on the external for confirmation, and also it's a gentle nudge to do a little more shadow work and to dive in a little more and see those parts of the self that are a little bit hidden and go through that work of integrating. And when you do that, it will launch you into a whole new level of a communication with the divine, basically. So that could be a part of what's going on here as well. All right. Well, with that, I just felt the energy leave. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I hope that this helps. I hope this gives you a little bit of insight and a little bit of maybe guidance on where to go from here. And just know that it's a cyclical thing. And so if you are in that place where your guidance isn't what it was, just know that it will come back. And it can be kind of disheartening and frustrating, especially at first. Again, when you've been on this path for a while, you'll start to realize that it's cyclical. And so it'll be one of those things where you just kind of understand that, okay, I'm going through this process again, and now it's time to do some shadow work again and go to the next level. And then you'll get the signs and synchronicities, and your communication will blast off. You'll tap into new gifts that you didn't know you had, and it'll blast off. And then it's great and it's awesome. And then all of a sudden it'll kind of come to this phase again where you're being called to take it a little bit deeper and do a little more shadow work. And so that's kind of a part of this that once you understand it and you embrace it, it makes it easier when these cycles come about, especially after having gone through it a time or 2 or 10. Then you'll start to really understand what's happening and be able to move through it quicker and with less resistance, basically. So just know that, and keep your head up. And it's it's a cycle. It's and what I'm picking up too is, for most of you, you've already done at least one of these cycles. So this is just a reminder of you're entering into this new cycle. Or you're coming into where it's closing out, depending on, where you're at on this spectrum here. But just understanding that this is part of that cyclical nature of this healing process and of this spiritual journey that we're on. And so just keep your head up and just know that the signs and synchronicities and your messages and everything else, they will, if they've been quiet for a while, they will come back. So just know that. So, and oftentimes they'll come amped up. So get ready. It's fun, it's exciting, and it'll be good. Alrighty. Well, if this does resonate with you, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't yet and you would like to see more messages from me, hit that subscribe button. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye.